This is Doodle News Network, and I am your host, Dirk Doodle. Welcome back for more inspiring news. In today's thrilling news, crime rates are taking a nosedive contrary to popular belief. An Arkansas man hits the jackpot with a diamond find of nearly 5 carats, and we're stepping into a new era with a significant breakthrough in nuclear fusion. Plus, scientists have discovered a method to convert carbon dioxide into a powder that can be stored for decades. And an impressive 40% of United States electricity is now free of emissions. Let's dive into it. The U.S. Energy Information Agency has revealed that approximately 40% of U.S. electricity production is now carbon emissions free. This is due to a combination of renewable energy sources and nuclear power. Wind and solar energy are expected to match coal in terms of electricity production this year, with the potential to surpass it next year. Coal's contribution to electricity production has dropped from nearly 20% last year to 16.2% this year. Despite a slight decrease in hydroelectric production, the three major renewables, wind, solar, and hydro, account for about 22% of electricity generation. Nuclear power remains steady, boosted by a new 1.1 gigawatt reactor. The only hindrance to the growth of carbon-free power is natural gas, which currently accounts for 43.3% of electricity generation. At this point last year, coal had produced nearly 20% of the electricity in the U.S. This year, it's down to 16.2% and only accounts for 15.5% of October's production. Wind and solar combined are presently at 16% of year-to-date production, meaning they're likely to be in a dead heat with coal this year and easily surpass it next year. An Arkansas man, Jerry Evans, discovered a 4.87-carat diamond at Crater of Diamonds State Park in Murfreesboro, Arkansas. Initially mistaking the gem for a piece of glass, Evans later sent the find to the Gemological Institute of America, which confirmed it was a near-colorless diamond. This is the largest diamond registered at the park since Labor Day 2020. Evans' find, now named the Evans Diamond, adds to the park's impressive record, with an average of 1 to 2 diamonds found daily and over 75,000 diamonds discovered since the early 1900s. When they called and told me it was real, I was tickled to death. Evans exclaimed upon learning of his find's true value. Despite public perceptions that crime is increasing, the U.S. is set to end 2023 with a historic drop in homicides and other crime categories. Murders are down 12.8% over last year across more than 175 cities, with major cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago seeing significant declines in homicides. Preliminary data from the FBI also shows a decrease in 7 of 8 categories of violent and property crimes in cities of all sizes. However, the exact reasons for these trends are complex and hard to pinpoint. AAH Analytics co-founder Jeff Asher noted, "The quarterly data shows violent crime down in big cities, small cities, suburban counties, and rural counties, pretty much across the board. The decline in crime shown in the quarterly data, if realized, would be historically large." Despite this overall decline, some cities have seen an increase in murders, and 2023 has been the second worst year for mass shootings on record. Scientists at the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in the United States have made a significant breakthrough in nuclear fusion, achieving fusion ignition repeatedly for the first time. This achievement, which replicates the natural processes found within the sun, marks a major step towards near-limitless clean energy. The team used the National Ignition Facility to fire lasers at a frozen pellet of isotopes, resulting in a record energy increase of 89%. While the energy produced was only enough to boil a kettle, scaling up this proof of concept could usher in a new era of energy. As Richard Town, head of the laboratory's Inertial Confinement Fusion Science program, said, "I think we should all be proud of the achievement." This breakthrough comes as governments worldwide are accelerating efforts to develop nuclear fusion technology, with over $6 billion invested to date. Scientists from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology have made a groundbreaking discovery, developing a process to convert carbon dioxide, a major contributor to global warming, into a harmless powdery fuel. This fuel, known as sodium formate, can be stored safely for decades and potentially converted into clean electricity. The process involves exposing carbon dioxide to catalysts and electrolysis. This breakthrough brings us closer to the dream of using captured carbon dioxide as a feedstock for clean fuel, replacing conventional batteries and providing long-term energy storage. The team's leader, Professor Ju Lee, expressed his excitement, stating, "I think we have a big break here. I could leave 10 tons of this stuff to my granddaughter for 50 years." The team is now in talks with commercial companies interested in the process and exploring how heavy industries might use it to meet their carbon dioxide emission reduction goals. That's it for this week's fill of inspiring news. Let me know in the comments which story you liked best. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. See you next week.